Hi, it's Roline again with my daily Daniel fast video blog. Today is day 9. I'm almost to the halfway point, which is day 10 and a half. And I just like today, I realized that I've made it 8 days. Today is the 9th. And if I can make it now, I can definitely push through to the end. Today was a toughie. It was a bit difficult. I definitely hit a low note during the day, but it's to be expected. But my prayer is just to keep pushing and to know that I'm doing this for a good reason. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not doing this for nothing. I was sharing some of the things that I was doing with some people earlier today, and I was really touched by what they were experiencing and even their own stories. And I think, sheesh, Lord, if you could just come through for me, it will encourage them and others, because I've waited a long time for this breakthrough, a very long time. And I think when I receive it, people are going to be like, wow, if God can do that for her, He can certainly do what He needs to in my life. Yeah, I know that when it does happen, a lot of people are going to ask me my secrets. They're going to ask me what I did differently. They're going to ask me so many things, and I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared to open. The fact that I'm doing a video blog already says that I'm opening myself up to what my story is, even though I'm shy about it. And I'm a very outgoing person, but there's some things I like to keep private. But this particular area, I just felt that I needed to share on YouTube, even though I know it's not something I would normally do. I'm not very fond of putting myself out there, but I'm doing it because I know somebody's going to watch this and they're going to see my daily struggles, my daily victories, my daily miracles, because I'm expecting that miracles will happen every day in my life, leading up to the biggest miracle of them all. And I'm very grateful for where God has brought me. God has definitely done things in my life that I'm really grateful for, and I'm thankful for it. And He's changed me. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even a year ago, even a few weeks ago. I desire to do better. I desire to give more. I desire to be a better person. If I could be a quarter of the person Daniel was, I would already be amazing. And that's my prayer, is that I would become a strong person, that my legacy, it's not just my legacy, but the legacy I leave behind will be like that, where people would, I wouldn't say revere, but when people speak of me, there's a legacy there, and the legacy is positive. It's not a negative legacy. I want to be known as, my spiritual name is Overcomer. I want to be known as an overcomer. I want people to, when they speak of me, it says, wow, Roline is an overcomer. You don't have to know the physical, the spiritual, the details of my entire story, but there's certain aspects that I can share about my story, and I will share, and my story isn't just what I'm going through now. It's a combination of a lot of things, and it's brought me to this place where I feel that this is the next step I need to take, and this is what I've been fighting for. This is what the enemy is trying to steal from me. All those years, where I had my moments, where I was happy and content, and I hit a low point and I became depressed and suicidal. The enemy tried to steal my life. And yes, I've saved lives because of what I've overcome, but I know that one day I'm going to be confronted with someone who's going to be in the same position I was in, and I'll be able to say, look, it can happen if you just believe, if you just push through. Don't give up. Don't let the enemy steal your life, because you're just going to give up on that destiny. This is not just my destiny that's affected, but others too, because I could have been well, I am a, a inspiration to someone. And if I had killed myself, that inspiration would have been lost. I would have just always been remembered as the girl who killed herself. What kind of legacy is that? It's not a legacy that I would want to leave behind. I want to be known as, that Raylene, she was suicidal at a time, but she pulled through, and look, you would never say she was depressed. I know there are people who judge me because I'm depressed. I was depressed, sorry. And I was suicidal, and it freaks them out. But then there are those who are encouraged by my story, and they're like, wow. You wouldn't say, the one time I publicly announced that I struggle with inferiority, and somebody came up to me and they were like, wow, Raylene, I would never have said that about you. You seem so confident and so happy with yourself. I'm like, if you only knew. And they were really touched that I was brave to share so publicly that I struggle with inferiority. And it gave me courage to become more confident in who I am in God. That, yes, I'm going to have my moments where I think, oh, that person is better than me. But at the end of the day, no one is better than anyone. And God created us each according to His purpose. And I'm glad that the enemy never stole my life. He's still trying. There are moments where I have my moments where I think, why am I on earth? Why am I wasting breath? Why am I wasting oxygen? But I truly believe it's because the enemy knows that my destiny and the destiny of those around me that I will touch, and that will, my own family will shake the nations. And he's doing his absolute best to prevent that. For all I know, if I'd given up my life, I would never have met the man I'm supposed to marry, and I would never have birthed the children that I was supposed to birth. And who knows, one of those children that I was supposed to birth could have been, or can be, a nation changer, a history maker, find cures for diseases that's incurable, perform miracles, become a president, lead a nation. I don't know what my children or my grandchildren or even my great-grandchildren will accomplish in their destinies. But if I had given up on my life, they would have suffered because they would never have fulfilled that. So I'm grateful that I've gone through what I've gone through. It was it was sore, it was painful, but I know that it was worth it, because there's someone out there who needs to hear my story, because no one else has gone through what I've gone through. In a sense, I haven't met anyone who's actually struggled, openly. They haven't actually openly spoken to me about it, but I don't know of anyone. For me at this point, I feel like I am my only guidance in this area. I feel like I'm my only, that there's no one that I'm close to that can actually impart wisdom in this area. It really is truly just by the grace of God that I'm getting through this area the way I am. There's very few people can be an example to me. Very few. I know of people who have accomplished, also late, and I listen to their advice and everything. And then I know of people who gave up. They gave up, and they went and they searched for it on their own, and they got what they were looking for, but they ended up not where they wanted to be, and they right now where they're actually not regretting, but they're like not at where they always thought they would be. And I don't want that. I don't want that for my life. I want to be in the correct destiny, in the correct place, the right time with God. So yeah, so I hope that my story really does bless you and touch you. And I know you don't know much about my story, and you don't know much about what's going on, spiritually and emotionally, but it will be revealed revealed in due time. When the time is right, it will be revealed. But until then, if I want to encourage you not to give up on your dreams, not to give up on your hopes. Keep praying, keep persevering, keep pushing. It will become a reality. You just have to believe.